Alright, good morning. It is the 1st of November, and I left the house a little bit too early this morning, and I'm pretty near the freight yard, but it's dark. I left too early, but as you could hear, the freight train is already over there working. We'll be there in a couple minutes. Yep, they're in the same place they were yesterday morning. This time, looks like we got 3 engines working. They're backing up into the yard because they're switching somewhere down in that area. And yeah, one of those wheels has some serious problems, sounds like. A little bit of a slam bang there. The sun is not up yet. We have a little bit of a red sky up there in the distance, and the sun's just coming up later and later. But they get started pretty early, and I like to go for an early morning walk. See some high clouds. Rain is supposed to be coming in later today. Oh, and I see a big piece of equipment over there sitting on the ramp. It's kind of dark to be able to see that. But anyway, here come the engines heading this way slowly. So there's 2 more engines down that direction. The front 2 are nose to tail, and the back one is tail to tail. That, of course, is the lead engine there. But the reason they set them up like that is so they can actually switch that back one to the lead engine. So forth and so on. Well, I don't know if he'll be back up here sometime. You can see that big piece of equipment over there. Looks like a big forklift that they got parked on there. I don't know what they're doing with that. They've been over here taking away that big pile of old railroad ties down there. It's still kind of dark to be walking down there, because if there is people camping out down there, I can't really see them right now, and that's not a good sign, not a good thing. I don't feel very comfortable, so we'll just hang out kind of up here for now. Alright, I'm standing, this building's got a pretty big floodlight on it right there. Yeah, right there. So it's lighting me up pretty good. I just left the house too early this morning. I was up. I've been up for hours. I typically get up around anywhere from midnight to 2 or 3 in the morning. It was almost 3 this morning when I got up. And I've just been kind of antsy, just wanting to leave. Maybe I had too much coffee. I don't know. I can do that too. And I just wanted to leave the house and go for a walk. I should have just went for a much longer walk than the usual 1.5 miles to get over here. I could actually increase that quite a bit. So maybe I should be doing that. Train's just sitting there. He's been just sitting there for quite a while now. We saw those tankers over there for the first time yesterday. They haven't been storing anything over there on that spur line for a long time. But I have seen in the past when I've driven my car on this road, I have seen where they would have some cars parked over there, stored. Well, I can't really tell what he's doing. He's pulling forward is what he's doing. There's a good chance he's gonna go all the way up here to where he has to cross the street. And we're starting to get a red sky this morning. In that direction, it's a marine layer that kind of does it. So if he does that, he's going to be laying on that horn. And that's just as loud as anything else. Starting to back up now. Well, there he goes. He's going to back up now. If I had my scanner with me, I could listen to what the guys way down the yard are radioing back to the engineer. So I don't know if those would be considered brakemen or you know, conductor, whatever. They're the guys back there throwing switches, telling the engineer, you know, when to stop and so forth, and all that good stuff. I can pick them up. I know which channel it is. I know what frequency it is, and but I don't really understand. I know what they're saying. They're saying 10, 5, which means probably in feet, you know, before they, you know, go slamming into another car back there, because the engineer can't see anything. Yeah, that sky's getting redder. That ought to slowly work its way over to these high clouds over here. Sure is pretty. We've been having red morning skies. Red skies in the morning, pardon me, for quite a while now. Okay, he's banking up pretty good now, at a pretty good pace. So he might be done up here in this area. But I'm sure throughout the day, they are constantly coming up here and doing that as they work the yard, arranging the trains. So you know, when they take them out of here, I don't know which direction they go. They can only go that way or go this way. And if they go this way, they got to go over those mountains, and those mountains are about 7,000 feet, and it's just not that easy for a long freight train to go up that way. And so it's actually easier for them to go north, and then they come back around to where the Amtrak line runs far off there to the east. And you see our clouds starting to turn a little red. Pretty nice. So that's what they do, because that's a real windy, curvy area up there, and it's a little hard to access anymore. And from what I understand, they're mostly abandoned rail lines up in that area, and all the tunnels have been very much taken over by people camping, or in other words, homeless people. Well, it doesn't look like our red sky is going to pan out anywhere near as nicely as it was yesterday. So the train's moved quite a bit farther back. I've been sneaking up on this railroad tie pile for a while now. Don't see anybody around. Okay, after about 10 minutes, the engine finally disappeared completely out of sight. So it is not safe for me to walk over here, across the spur line where those tankers are at, and we'll head over here to the main line. Unfortunately, you will see a lot of stuff like this out here. Not a huge amount, but enough. Very sad. Alright, he's heading back here now. Man, I didn't realize he'd come back out on the main line, but he's still plenty far away. So I'll head out of here. We got some engine or airplane contrails. This time of the year they last a long time. Okay, he's powering up and looks like he dropped all his cars. So he might be pulling back into the little office area there. Okay, I see a guy jumped off the back of that train, and there's a guy throwing a switch, or about to. I know the GoPro can't see it. So it looks like they're going to go back into the depot area. But who knows, maybe they're going to come over here and pick up these two tanker cars. That would be exciting. Now I see the switchman he's climbing back aboard the rear engine, and he threw that switch there, so they're going to back up and go back into the depot area. Yeah, now the bells are clanging. That means they're going backwards, I guess. Not sure what the bell means. So we looked at these two tanker cars yesterday. Let's get over here onto the main line and look down the main line and see if we can see anything coming this direction. If there is, I might just hang around. Back on the main line now, looking down the tracks. I don't see any distant light down there. So where those other two engines are at, I don't know. But I don't think anything's going to be happening up here for a little bit. And I'm going to start the walk back home. Alright, time to start the walk back home. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll be back over here again tomorrow. And taking my walk to the train station and seeing what's going on over here. Thanks for watching.